Hello, good to see you. Say, I just want to have a quick chat, in this case about the theory of the firm. The idea here that we're going to be looking at is one of the major themes in all of economics, and it is the theme of competition. What we're going to see is we're going to see how different levels of competition affect different markets and the firms within those markets. We're going to see how some markets have lots of firms, lots of businesses, and therefore more competitive. This will have an effect overall on the prices of the goods and services within those markets. It will also then have an effect with regards to the number of businesses, how much they're able to produce, their actual output. So if there are lots of businesses producing in a marketplace, then they might, because they're more competitive, potentially have lower prices. And for us, the consumers, that's a really good thing. They might also have more output being produced, more quantity, maybe different varieties available, and again, for a consumer point of view, that's a good thing. It might be that there aren't so many firms or businesses in this particular market, in which case the prices might be a little higher than we would like, and maybe the output, the quantity, maybe not quite as high either. So therefore we have less choice and at a higher price, so we, the consumer, aren't as happy. In this topic, we're going to be delving into the idea that in theory we could think about perfect competition. We could see that as an extreme end and try and see how close real life businesses are to that particular model. Next trick might be to consider the other extreme end, imperfect competition, because if they're not perfect, then they're going to be imperfect, and there will be a degree of imperfection within all businesses that we look at, and it might be at one end perfectly competitive and at the other end a complete monopoly. And whether we think about the Googles and the Amazons and the Apples of this world, and we say that they are or not within these different market structures, will depend on the different features and the effects of those features on those particular markets. This year, the governments in America in particular, in the 2020s, will be thinking about the size of some of the businesses and whether they need to be taxed more or regulated more. And that's an economics question. Should we, if we are facing more monopoly or imperfect competition, should we be trying to push them towards the perfect competition end? And if so, how could we do that and how effective will that be? And lastly, just before I go, a personal comment, all right? Here we go. The professor has won his first challenge. Here's your next challenge, Professor. This is a plastic bottle. Try that one.